Film this part because the battery ran dead on my camera. Let's see. We went down to the lake this morning. You saw all that with the boat, Trish. That worked out really good. I cut all the grass with my mower, and when I got down there, I hit a stump and it started making a noise, and then it stopped moving. Still runs. It just don't go anywhere when you push the pedals. So I acted like it slung a belt, but it seems like the belt's still on there, so I don't know what that's all about. I got some tin from Bobby. I went over to his house and he said, I'm gonna throw all that away, take all you want. And I like that because I think that old metal barn tin can look really good. We were in a restaurant the other day and they had done a whole wall in rusty barn tin, and the wall was sheetrock and trimmed all nice with that barn tin on it. It looked really good. So my thinking was that's red. It's been painted red before. So we got a white, blue, and red, white, and blue there with that old tin. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these sheets here and I'm gonna do the top part in them, and I'm gonna divide up. I got 3 sheets of that, so I'm gonna divide up those 3 sheets to try to do as much as I can down the side in white, and then have that other tin down below there. It's all up there with like 1 screw, and I'll go in behind it and I'll strengthen it up later. But that's kind of what I've been working on. Got the other side done too. These 3 over here were actually painted red, and these over here are red, but they're red because of rust. But y'all know me, I'm okay with rust, so I kind of like that too. So just try to picture that with a nice, I'm gonna have a nice white corner here like I've got on the front, and I'm gonna have this blue trim up top and then a little white roof on top. Then I'll have a white piece that's going to come out vertically, and it's going to be cut at that angle. What I'm going to do is cut one. I'm going to put half of it on one side, half of it on the other, and then I'm going to put a piece out on under that. And if I decide that ain't enough, I'll go and buy a couple more sheets. But we'll see how that looks. So I'm going to stop. Honey Baby got something she wants to go to tonight, so it requires me to clean up a little bit. So I'll clean up a little bit. One of the things I'm saying, or I'm going to say, is that Bobby had a bunch of tin, and he said, I don't want any of it. And I'm going to use that tin to strengthen things up here. And what I mean by that is if somebody ever wants to break into this place, I'm going to try to make it as hard for them to get into it as I possibly can. Which might mean a layer of tin under a layer of plywood or something like that. Just, they're going to decide that it ain't worth the trouble, I do believe, before they get all the way into this thing. And then the other thing I'm not going to talk about is, you know, nowadays you can get online surveillance cameras and stuff, and you can set them up with motion detectors so they'll call you or call your neighbor or something like that if anybody comes in. I'm not saying I would stoop to doing a thing like that, but I'm not saying I wouldn't either. I don't feel like I got anything here that's really worth going to jail for. There's a sign out there that I like. It says nothing here worth dying for. It's got a picture of a gun, you know. I kind of like that. But in reality, you know, ain't nothing going to be left here that's worth somebody breaking in, getting caught, going to jail for. But at the same time, I don't want word to get out that anybody can break into my place anytime they want to just because I ain't here. So I'm going to do as many things as I can to discourage strangers from coming down and breaking into my shop while I'm gone. But I'm not going to say much more about it than that, because the more I talk about whatever it is I do, the easier it is for them to hear about it and know how to get around it. So for that reason, I'll stop talking now. Got to get cleaned up. Honey Baby's taking me dancing tonight. See y'all.